Okay, so I have a confession to make. There is a cardboard box that's been sitting in my hallway since Tuesday.
Ah, yes. The unopened package of shame.
I haven't even opened it. And it's so weird, isn't it? Because Sunday night at like 11 p.m., ordering that gadget felt like the most important mission of my life.
And now,
Now I don't even care enough to go find a box cutter.
that is the textbook definition of what we're talking about today. We think we buy things because we want the object.
But that's not it.
The neuroscience is pretty clear. We're actually addicted to the anticipation.
So wait, I'm paying for the hunt, not the actual catch.
Pretty much, yeah. Your brain releases dopamine during the wanting phase.
Yeah.
The moment you click buy, and definitely once the thing arrives, that chemical high just crashes.
And you're left with the bill and a thing that can't possibly live up to the hype.
Exactly.
Okay, but knowing that doesn't actually stop my thumb from hovering over the buy now button. It feels like my brain is wired to sabotage my wallet. How do we jam that signal?
You need a system, a firewall. The most effective one I've seen is the 72-hour rule.
72 hours.
It's simple. You put the item in your online cart, but you force yourself to wait 3 full days before you're allowed to check out.
See, that sounds so rational, but in the moment, I'm thinking the sale's gonna end or it'll go out of stock. 3 days feels like an eternity.
That urgency is completely artificial. I mean, the data on this is wild. Something like 80% of impulse urges they just disappear inside that window.
So you're not denying yourself, you're just waiting for the dopamine fog to lift.
Exactly. So your actual brain can make the decision.
Okay, so let's say I pass the 72-hour test. I still want it, but it's a little pricey. How do I justify that without just, lying to myself?
You have to completely change your perspective.
Yeah.
Stop looking at the price tag and start looking at the cost per use.
Right. This is like that old boots theory idea.
It's the same logic. You take a really high-quality pair of boots, maybe they cost $300.
Yeah, that hurts up front.
It does. But you wear them, say, 100 times over a few winters. Your cost per use is suddenly down to just $3.
Versus the trendy $50 sneakers I buy because they're cheap.
And they fall apart after 6 weeks, so you toss them. The cost per use on those cheap sneakers is massive. You're just lighting money on fire.
That's a painful realization. My closet is basically a museum of cheap mistakes. But here's the snag. I know the math. I know I should wait. But my credit card is saved in my browser, and I can spend $500 in literally 3 seconds. I don't have time to do the math.
That's why you can't rely on willpower. It's a finite resource. You have to rely on friction.
Friction, you mean? Deleting my payment info from every single app.
Yes, and unsubscribing from all those marketing emails that create the needs in the first place.
I've tried that. It is infuriatingly annoying to have to go find my wallet.
That's the feature, not the bug.
Yeah.
That 30 seconds it takes you to get off the couch and type in 16 digits.
Is just long enough for me to ask, do I really, really need this?
It forces the logical part of your brain to wake up and interrupt that dopamine loop.
It's amazing how much money sheer laziness can save you. But okay, there's one more layer. Sometimes I'm not buying because it's easy. I'm buying because I had a bad day.
Retail therapy. This is where the HLT method comes in.
HAOT.
Before you buy, you run a quick diagnostic on yourself. Ask, am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired?
Wow. I usually hit at least 3 of those by 5 p.m.
And that's when we are most vulnerable. Spending is often just a coping mechanism for those states. If you're tired, you actually need sleep, not a new jacket.
It's a little disturbing how often I need this. Really just means I need a nap.
It's just easier to buy the gadget.
Okay, so to recap the toolkit, wait 72 hours to kill a dopamine buzz.
Calculate the cost per use to see the real value.
Add friction by deleting saved cards, and check if you're just hungry, angry, lonely, or tired.
And all of that, it points to a bigger realization. Financial freedom. It isn't really about math or budgets,
What is it about then?
It's about mastering that reaction time, that tiny gap between the urge and the action.
If you can control that gap.
You control your money,
Yeah.
you stop funding your fleeting emotions, and you start funding the life you actually want.
I think I'm going to go open that box now. Or maybe just return it. Thanks for diving in with us.